Grounded up the first baseline. This is foul for the first strike. No score here as we play inning number 2. And a breaking ball runs in and gets him, and I doubt there was any intent behind that. Digging in the switch hitter, Neil Walker. He'll swing it from the left side right here. No balls and a strike to count. Now a quick move here to step off and look the runner back. The 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. And he wastes a fastball high there, 1-2.
Hey, I can understand why he wanted to elevate the fastball right there. This batter's eyes have been...
For out number 2 in the top half. He's set and the pitch. And he fouls this one off. Hicks leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. In the dirt here. Runner holds as the count moves to 2-1. He's set and the 2-1 pitch. Ground ball sent back up the middle, and that's through for a hit. Coming to the plate now, Gary Sanchez, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. Lays off 1-0.
This is the guy they're going to have to be careful with. He could put 3 runs on the board in a hurry, so expect them to try to get him to chase something out of the zone if they can.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
2 on, 2 out with the base open here. As a pitcher, you have to be awful careful. You just don't want to groove something here and give this guy a pitch and he can hit one out of the park on it.
Oh, and look out as this runs in and gets him. The second man he's plunked in this one. Standing in now for the Yankees, Aaron Judge, as he'll go to work with the bases loaded and 2 away. Swing and a miss on the slider, 0-1.
Hey, when a pitcher's put in a tough spot, he's usually going to go to what got him here, and that's this guy's slider. Expect to see that more often.
Maldonado has a play. He's got it, and that'll get him out of the... Paul Calhoun will stand in now. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. And that misses for ball 1. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Started that swing a bit too early. Now the 1-1 pitch. Fouled off. Got him swinging on the split-fingered pitch, and that's out number 1. And now for the Angels, Zach Cozart.
Third baseman, Zach Cozart.
Foul tip into the catcher's glove. It's strike 1. Here's the pitch. Swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate.
That wasn't a terrible pitch right there, but if he's going to execute and get this swing and a miss, he's going to have to get that ball a little bit further down, maybe even potentially bounce the next one.
Bottom of the second here with no score. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. Here's Luis Valbuena now. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. A ball and no strikes.
Well, he punched out the last guy, but he didn't get any favors from the blue on the first pitch in this at-bat. Probably should be ahead of this hitter instead of behind.
And here's a fastball inside as the count moves to 2-0 now. Tanaka into his motion. Here he comes on 2-0. Good sinker that time as he gets a piece and chops it foul at home plate. Now the 2-1 pitch. Waves and misses for strike number 2.
He came out of his shoes on that one, boys. I know he swung and missed it. We felt the breeze from up here, but if he gets that pitch again and catches it a
swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Digging in for his second at-bat, Giancarlo Stanton. 0 for 1 here in the early going. First pitch on its way. Sliders in for a strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. A swing and a miss at the good old Uncle Charlie. Hit hard on the ground to first. And this gets through into right, so he turns the 0-2 count into a leadoff base hit. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out. Here's Brett Gardner now. Here's the first pitch to him. Missed with a slider.
There's a good slider down and in at that back foot. That's a tough pitch to lay off as a hitter, and a great pitch as a pitcher. That's one of those, how could he not swing at that one? A good take there on that pitch.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. 3-1 now to Brett Gardner.
He's gotten himself into a little bit of trouble out here. Middle of the order up in a run-scoring situation, and now he might have to challenge him. Going to have to make some good pitches here.
Becomes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. That's lifted the other way out to left. Upton coasts under it. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. And the runner, not tagging, will retreat to second base. Digging in to try it again, number 25. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Now a slider, and he gets ahead of him here, 0-1. A throw behind the runner at second, and he's back standing. 0-1 count, and the pitch. Swinging a soft liner. A tag for 1. Striding in once again, Aaron Hicks. 2 on, 2 out for him here in the third. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. But a good play by the first baseman to spear this. In now is Andrelton Simmons. He'll be the one to lead off against Masahiro Tanaka.
The shortstop, Andrelton Simmons.
Line drive base hit. Legs churning. He's headed for second. Around second now and headed for third. The relay. And he is into third with a leadoff triple. Ready now for L.A., Martin Maldonado, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. 0-1, here's the pitch. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Gardner has it, and I'd be surprised if they send the runner. And that one just not deep enough, so they'll wisely hold him at third with 1 out in the inning now. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Mike Trout. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. And that's cut on and missed. 0-1. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Chopped weakly to the left. A throw to the plate. The tag, and he is out at the plate. So much for our first run of the ball game. Here's the second baseman, Ian Kinsler. Hit back up the middle. Gregorius is there. Throw on to Walker at first, and the inning is over. Here's Neil Walker looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case. Counts even at 1-1 to Walker. Boy, he juked him out of his shoes with that changeup. Stood almost no chance of doing anything with it, but it probably looked good coming in.
Big breaking ball and a beauty that time. 1-2. The 1-2. Misses. Ball 2.
Tough to take a pitch like that right there, especially in a 1-2 count. You almost get in that auto swing mode. Great job to work the count back to even.
And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike. 0-1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. A wave and a miss. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Popped him up. Maldonado waits on it. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. Ready for another chance? Gary Sanchez. Last time up, he was hit by a pitch. First pitch of the at-bat. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. And he misses low with it. 2-0.
2 outs here, and the focus needs to stay sharp. You don't want that lineup turning over in an inning if you can help it.
Good downward movement fooled him there. 2-1. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes he did. It's ruled a strike. Here now the 2-2. Is a changeup that's looked at for a ball. And awfully close there on 3-2, but take your base, says Earl Hendricks. It's ball 4. So back to the top of the Yankee order. Digging in, Aaron Judge. And we'll see if they can make him pay for the 2-out walk. Always considered a big no-no, of course. And that misses. 1-1.
1-1.
2 balls and a strike now to the Yankees leadoff man. 3-1.
No reason to sit on anything other than hard stuff in a location you like and drive it right now.
Just a tick behind for a strike. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Hit hard down the line. Payoff pitch one more time. Hit out towards second. And that finds its way through for a base hit. Giancarlo Stanton now.
Up next for the Yankees, designated hitter, Giancarlo Stanton.
Now time is called, and this could very well be to buy a few more pitches for those relievers. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Looked like he was swinging no matter what that time as he goes way out of the zone at that offering. It's 0-1. Front door curve is taken. Strike 2.
0-2.
Hey, I don't blame him right there. Giving up on that inside curveball, little front hipper. That's a tough pitch. You just can't figure out where the point of contact should be.
And, nearly had him going back to second, but he's able to sneak back in safely. The 1-2 is taken for ball 2.
This is a huge pitch right here. I don't think he wants to go 3-2 and have those runners be in motion. Look for him to be aggressive with what he thinks is his best pitch.
Jim Johnson answers the call from the pen here in the 4th as they didn't get the outing they were hoping for from the starter. Long throw to the plate, and not in time as the run scores. And on the play, the runner moves into scoring position now at second.
Left fielder,
First pitch of the at-bat. That's lifted the other way out to left. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Stepping in, Justin Upton. He'll lead things off here in this one-run contest.
Left fielder, Justin Upton.
Swung out and missed that time. It's 0-1.
He'll be kicking himself tonight if he doesn't come up with a big knock right here. That pitch was in a hittable location, and a hitter of this caliber usually doesn't let that go by.
Again, he sends it out of play. And Upton can't connect there as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning. Takes a look at a strike over the inside corner. Checked his swing there. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. Ball 1. Ground ball left side. Defense set up perfectly. On to first, and there were 2 down. Cole Calhoun will stand in now. Was a strikeout victim in his first try. Tanaka into his motion. Here's the first pitch. Couldn't wait back. A swing and a miss.
Hey, I never want to take an offense's aggression away, but they've been swinging at a lot of pitches early in the count. Find themselves down. I think they need to regroup, have a meeting in the dugout, and figure out a way to maybe look at some pitches.
A ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Gardner is there. No trouble with this one, and the inning. Here's Didi Gregorius. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Didi Gregorius.
First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike.
You could tell he was guessing right there, and he certainly wasn't guessing changeup. That pitch was in his wheelhouse, and he was late.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Another 0-2 coming. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. Ball 2.
Well, this is just one of those grinder at bats right here. He worked the count even to 2-2, and he's made him throw a lot of pitches.
A bouncer up the middle. And the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out. Digging in once again, number 25. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. Couldn't help himself that time as he chases one below the knees. It's strike 1.
Hey, if I'm on the mound right now and I get a swing and miss like that, I'm bouncing it even further, throwing it even higher. I might pick up the rosin bag and throw that and see if I can get a swing and a miss.
Hit sharply, but foul down the right side. The next 0-2 is taken for ball 1.
Not sure what he saw in that pitch, but it sure looked tempting. And at least he held up. He must have been guessing.
Still a ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2. Here now the 2-2. Gets him looking at the knees for the strikeout. Ready for another shot now. Aaron Hicks. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. And indeed it will. He throws him out at first. And settling in now, Zach Cozart. He got called out on strikes his last time through. First pitch coming. Here it is. Left side. And the throw to first is in time. One gone. So stepping in, Luis Valbuena, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at bat. And that's waved at and missed for strike one. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors to this point for the Angels. He turns on it and sends it deep down the line in right. But it bends just foul into the second deck. This is on the ground over to first. Gloved by Walker. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. In now is Andrelton Simmons. It was a double for him in his first turn at the plate. Down and in here, 1 ball, no strikes. Tanaka gets the sign. Here it comes on 1-0. High pop up. Eduardo Paredes takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound. He's set. Here it comes. Hit hard on the ground at first. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted. Digging in to try it again. Miguel Andujar. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. Here's the first pitch to him. Outside with the fastball. That's 1-0. Paredes, 23 years old. He's in his 3rd season as a major league player. 1-1 the count. Here it comes on 1-1. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike.
He's going to need to shorten up and get that foot down a little bit earlier if he hopes to be catching up to that fastball.
Got him to miss the breaking ball there. Miguel Andujar sent packing for out number 2 in the 6th. The 1-0. High and deep to straightaway right. Back goes Calhoun, and goodbye. This one ain't coming back. Digging in and looking for more, Aaron Judge. It was a single for him in his last at-bat. Back up the middle. He'll whip this one to first in time. And digging in for his second at-bat, Martin Maldonado. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
A ball and a strike now. Splitter taken here, 2-1. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Strike 2 at a pitch that catches the outside corner. 2 balls, 2 strikes, a crucial count for both pitcher and hitter. So, Dan, what was your approach on the mound in that count? Do you still pitch for the strikeout here?
I think one of the keys, Matt, you want to try to initiate contact. The one thing you don't want to do, you don't want to run the count to 3 balls and 2 strikes. Whatever you want to throw it over for a strike.
Not quick enough that time, and he's lucky to get another chance. Count remains full. And now in advance of a big 3-2 pitch, time is called at the plate as he'll press the reset button. And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's one gone. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Starts him out with a sinker that's inside, 1-0.
This is the big out to get right here. This is their best hitter. He's a great hitter, and he's a guy that kind of spark plug. He gets this team going. So if I'm on the mound right now, you really want to try to get this guy out to hopefully keep them from getting a potential big inning started.
2 balls and a strike to the Angels leadoff hitter.
2-1.
And the pitch on 2-1. To 2-2 now. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors to this point for the Angels. And a splitter here, but he had a bit too much on it as this bounces up to the plate.
3-2 counts are usually a time to challenge the hitter, but I think he'll be careful here. Shoot for the corner, and if you miss and you walk him, so what? That's better than him putting one in the seats.
So he froze him for the strikeout. Mike Trout becomes out number 2 this inning. At the knees, strike 1.
Hey, you can tell by the look on that manager's face, he's obviously frustrated right now. But it's a long season. You're going to have a lot of ebbs and flows with your offense. Does he take a step back and relax a little bit, or does he call a team meeting right after this one?
Andujar is there to make the catch, and the side is retired. Back here at Angel Stadium of Anaheim. Yankees leading this one as we get ready to start the 7th. But before we do, here's a look at our game summary to this point. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. And a perfect start to the 7th as this should be extra bases. And he is into second with a double, his 3rd hit of the night. Ready for another shot now. Brett Gardner trying to add some padding to their lead in the form of that run standing out there at second base. And a fastball misses here to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. Stanton stands at second with no outs. Missed with a slider.
Backdoor breaking ball just missed right there. It's such an effective pitch if you can hit the corner with it, but no dice this time.
And this will be handled by Kinsler for route number 1. Striding forward now, the Yankee cleanup hitter, Didi Gregorius, who could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Now a bluff back to second as he'll just hold on to it. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Tough slider over the inside corner for a strike. Good lead off his second there. Now the pitch. Popped him up. Cozart backs up and takes care of it. 2 away. Striding in once again, number 25. Runner in scoring position with Sugan. Swing and a miss on the slider. 0-1.
That's a really nice thing about pitching with the base open. You can work out of the strike zone a little bit more and try to get a guy.
And the throw to first is there. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Justin Upton. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
Took a wave at one around the shins with no luck.
Tying run stands on deck, but it'll only matter if the guy in the box can get on base.
Yeah, and that has to be his mentality at the plate right now, Matt. He can't be the hero, so he needs to do what he can to give the guy behind him a chance to be the guy.
And this one's chopped foul right at home plate. Pops this one up. No hits for him to this point, not unlike many of his fellow teammates. Starts him out with a sinker that's inside. 1-0. The 1-0 home is laid off for ball 2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Ground ball right into the shift. Andujar's got it. Throw on to first. 2 gone. Paul Calhoun will stand in now. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. Lifted into the air to shallow center. Hicks is under it. He makes the play, and that'll end the... Digging in, the switch hitter, Aaron Hicks. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far.
Aaron Hicks.
From the stretch. A little bouncer. That's a foul ball. Oh and 1, here it comes. And there's ball 1. The 1-1. Misses for the second ball. Wanted to go after the slider, but he holds off. 3-1.
Time to focus here. This game is way too close to be walking, guys, so we'll see if he can make him swing the bat on this next pitch.
Kozart moving to his left. 1 out. Digging in once again, Neil Walker. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Way in front of a great slider that time. Here comes the 0-1. And this runs inside, and that looked like it got him pretty good. Here's Miguel Andujar now. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Favorable call in there for a strike.
Especially after drilling the last guy up at the plate. That's just a great job to get your mechanics back onto you and establish yourself back in the strike zone.
This one's flared off to the right side. Calhoun coming on, but he can't make the play as it finds the outfield grass. Walker rounds the corner and is headed home. He scores as they extend their lead to 3. And he will pull into third with an RBI triple. So striding forward now, Gary Sanchez. It was a solo shot for him in his last at-bat. Jose Alvarez gets the call as he'll pitch with 1 gone in the top of the 8th.
Alvarez.
Squeeze was on, but this one will get foul. Andujar takes his lead at third with 1 away. Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away. So back to the top of the Yankee order. Digging in, Aaron Judge. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Now a fastball that couldn't quite find the zone. It's ball 1. Now a swing and a miss, and I don't think he was expecting a pitch inside. It's 1-1. Swing, and he puts a charge into this one. High and deep, and you can't forget about it. This ball is gone. Giancarlo Stanton now in prior at-bats against Jose Alvarez. He's hitless in 3 at-bats. Hit sharply on the ground. In a close play at first, but he's called out and the side is retired. Ready now for L.A., Zach Kozart. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
Hard on the ground toward short. And that's through for his first base hit in this one. So it's a leadoff base hit to open their half of the 8th. Here's Luis Valbuena now. Third trip. To the plate.
Luis Valbuena. Your attention, please.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Pulled toward right center field. Hicks is under it. Looks it into his glove, and there's 1 gone. In now is Andrelton Simmons. Previous history against Dellin Betances. He's 1 for 4. Called strike on the knuckle curve, and he's ahead in the count, 0-1. Cozart, base runner at first with one out. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Gardner is there. 2 down. Ready once again, Martin Maldonado. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. Right side. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now. Back to the top of the Angels lineup now, and stepping in, Mike Trout. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ballgame.
Well, the Angels have been searching for that big hit pretty much all game. It remains to be seen if they can get it, but now sure would be a great time.
2-1. Betances sets. 2-1 on its way. On a good pitch there, had him stretching to get out there, and it's 2-2 now.
I love the fact that this batter continues to be aggressive, but after striking out twice already, maybe he's got to take a step back, see the ball a little bit deeper, and be willing to work deep into the count.
Now here's a check swing, and they appeal down to first. No swing, so that's ball 4. Here comes the first pitch. Fouled away. Bases are loaded here, 2 down. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. 1 run is scored. Oh, and he misses it. 2 runs are in, and a relay home. Throw won't get him. And now for the Angels, Justin Upton. And he's 0 for in this one, batting out of a 3 spot. 3 runs already home here. Upton in a hole, 0-2 the count to him.
Well, that's a tough pitch to take right there, right down.
And we'll have to leave it there. Digging in now for the Yankees, Brett Gardner. He flew out in his last at-bat. Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1. In for a strike, it's 1-1.
There's a called strike on a fastball up in the zone. We're seeing more of that from pitchers nowadays. With the
and a swing and a miss. Good pitch there for the first out here in the 9th. Here's Didi Gregorius. In prior at-bats against Jose Alvarez, he's 1 for 2. Fly ball right down the line in left. Upton on the move, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning. Next for New York, number 25, who comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1 for 4 day. 0-1 the count. Here comes the 0-1. Popped him up. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. 2 out, nobody on. And he struck him out, so a good. Here's Albert now. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point.
Designated hitter, Albert Pujols.
1 strike to Pujols. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. The 1-1. There's a breaking ball that misses off the plate. Now the 2-1 pitch. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2. Now the pitch. Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. 1 away. Stepping up now, Cole Calhoun. Previous history against Dellin Betances. He's 1 for 3. And that's inside for a ball. 1-0. Now the 1-0. A swing and a miss. That's the first strike.
Get it ready, big boy. This guy's throwing 3 digits right here. The best way I can help the fans is 90 to 92, you can usually see seams. 92 to 95, it starts to really quicken up on you. Over 3 digits, you're seeing a white blur.
Zach Cozart will be next. Full count now, 3-2. And that is swung on and missed, and things are starting to look bleak here for the home 9. There are 2 away now. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball.
Hey, he's looking to punch out the side right here. And if this guy's going to do him favors and swing outside the zone, that's exactly what's going to happen.
Taken called strike 2, and now they're down to their final strike tonight. Angels down to their last strike. And a swing and a miss as they definitely had him reaching for that one, and this ball game is over. Well, we watched a really solid starting pitching performance, kept the opposition at bay, and as a result, he's our top player of the game.
Yeah, I thought he pitched really well. He wasn't necessarily dominant, but turned in a good, solid effort and definitely was a factor in the win here.